PhotoFusion X long-term review. Let's go. When Zeiss announced their new technology, PhotoFusion X was 80% faster to react to light than their previous generation PhotoFusion, I was somewhat unmoved. Every 2 to 3 years, there's some new announcement about a groundbreaking technology that's going to change the way that people see photochromic lenses, and it never does. But PhotoFusion X is different. So hi, I'm Robert, Style and Vision Consultant at the Spectacle Factory, and it's my job to pair you with your perfect pair of glasses. And everybody who wears glasses is on one side of the fence when it comes to this subject. To have photochromic or not. The one thing that puts a lot of people off photochromic lenses in general is the reaction speed. For a lot of people, they want their lenses to activate quickly enough that when they step inside, they can see more or less straight away, clearly. And in the past, that wasn't the case. No matter how much they've improved in the last 10 years, it still wasn't the case. With PhotoFusion X, that has changed. These lenses are now quick enough to react, both to go darker and to go clearer, that I would almost guarantee that you would not notice it happening. And that's not just based on my feedback, that's based on the feedback of hundreds of clients that I've fitted with PhotoFusion X lenses in the last 6 months. But I certainly have found that in my own personal experience. It's actually really surprising how quickly these lenses change to the point where you would not notice that you have them. And that's a good thing. Generally speaking, in our world, the less you're aware of something, the better it is. The ideal is that you will not notice it happening, but it's happening to protect your eyes and to make you more comfortable in varying light conditions. And yes, it's still not instantaneous, but I would argue that at this point that we've now reached, it's better than being instantaneous. And the reason I say that is that if your lenses work like an on-off switch, that would actually be quite shocking to our visual system. The point is to gradually adjust to the conditions as your eyes also gradually adjust. And that is exactly what PhotoFusion X lenses do. For the first time ever, I can say that you can have photochromic lenses that you will not be conscious of, but still provide you with amazing UV protection. And on top of that, amazing blue light protection, because that's another awesome feature of PhotoFusion X. We now have Blue Guard technology built in. What that does is it protects your eyes not only from UV when you're outdoors, but from blue light when you're indoors, working on screens, tablets, phones, all these digital devices that we use all the time. And it means that you have an incredibly versatile lens. But just how dark do the PhotoFusion X lenses get? Well, not quite as dark as Adaptive Sun, but those are the darkest lenses that money can buy. They go to a 97% tint. PhotoFusion X lenses go to roughly about 80%. Now Zeiss do quote slightly darker than that. In my experience here in the UK, I've not seen them get beyond an 80% tint. But 80% is pretty good. You should not expect photochromic lenses to be a sunglass replacement. So for me, that's more than enough that I would want from a general use pair of glasses. I think if you've got a pair of PhotoFusion lenses and a pair of Adaptive Sun lenses, you're covered for most eventualities. If you really want to keep it to a 2-pair eyewear wardrobe, those would be your 2 options. And I must say, I love the new colours of PhotoFusion X. And I say that as someone who is trialling a grey lens, and I appreciate that it's super boring. I would never normally select a grey lens, but when I built this pair of glasses, when I configured them, the aim was to spec out a pair of affordable glasses. The grey and the brown is available as a stock option from Zeiss with ClearView technology. The value for money is insane. These gas glasses would retail for roughly about $450 at current exchange rate. Yes, you can definitely get glasses cheaper than that, but most glasses that cost significantly more than that wouldn't do as much as this pair of glasses. And that's partly the lenses, the ClearView technology with PhotoFusion X, with Blue Guard, and the frames, which are exceptional value for money. I absolutely love Gast. It's been one of our most popular brands since I became the first to bring it outside of Italy, I believe. Although whilst my Zeiss ClearView lenses have held up really well with no noticeable scratches or imperfections, the gas frames, the finish has started to wear a little bit. That is to be expected with a more affordable frame. I would say that most glasses would look similar after 6 months. But I do think it's also exaggerated by the fact that the frame has a matte finish, which really does show up any marks. And most gas frames are glossy. You would not really be getting these imperfections that I'm noticing. And even then, those imperfections are only really noticeable in the bright UV light of the sun. But there's something to bear in mind, and that is the difference between a frame that costs $150 and a $450 frame like Barton Pereira. But in conclusion, PhotoFusion X is a game changer. Whereas before we had two sides of the fence, some people love photochromic lenses, some people hated them. There is really literally no reason to hate them in 2023. And the colour combinations, wow, that's the fun bit. Pairing different tints, you have grey, brown, green and blue with different flash coatings, amber, ruby, sapphire, jade and diamond. We've created some amazing combinations. So yes, my pair were designed to be affordable using the stock option, but if you're ordering a pair, you can make them fully bespoke and really cool. But please do let me know what you think of this style of video, whether you would like to see more of it, whether you want to see me back in the studio. I'd really love to hear your thoughts, so let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions about PhotoFusion X or Zeiss in general, or anything that we talked about in this video, or just glasses, ask away. Definitely subscribe for more of the best eyewear content on the internet, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks guys, bye bye.